Class, today I'll be giving you a brief overview of the media market of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Little introduction first. The land now known as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has been home to many ancient civilizations and was the birthplace of Islam, the second largest religion in the world. The modern state came about when Ibn Saud, through tribal alliances and conquest, united the vast decentralized land. Its geographic setting. It's in the Middle East, specifically in the Arabian Peninsula. This is a very strategic location as it's a bridge between Europe, Africa, and Asia. However, they also have a harsh desert climate, which comes with logistical challenges. The two most important social institutions in the kingdom are the absolute monarchy and the religion of Islam. Expanding on religion, Islam dominates every aspect of public life, from government to social affairs to civil law to how citizens relate to others. In terms of aesthetics, Islamic art is a dominant theme in the kingdom. I've included an example of it on this slide. Notice the lack of depictions of animate beings. This is known as aniconism, and it's a defining feature of Islamic art, as depicting animate beings is considered idolatry by some. Living conditions. It's a high-income country, but with substantial poverty, largely attributed to the poorly paid migrant workers from South Asia. It has a high GDP per capita of $44,300. The country speaks Arabic, which is shared by 380 million speakers worldwide, and it is the liturgical language of Islam. It's the language of the Quran, their holy book, and it is the language of the texts produced by scholars in the centuries immediately following the Prophet Muhammad's death. A little bit about their economy. Population of almost 36 million, sex ratio of 1.31 males for every female. Median age is 32 years old, and 85% of the population is urbanized. I want to point out that the reason for the slight disparity in males to females is because of the surplus of migrant workers. Statistics and activity. The real GDP as of a 2021 estimate was $1.594 trillion. And the dominant industry is petroleum. In the picture here, you see the branding of the state-owned oil company, Aramco, and they have been heavily investing in Formula One and other sports and other burgeoning technologies in a bid to reduce the country's reliance on the petroleum industry by 2030. Another example of their high-tech investments is the line city of Neom, seen in the picture here. The country was already host to two well-known technical universities catering to the petroleum industry. These were King Abdullah University of Science and Technology and King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals. However, because of the aforementioned Vision 2030, the Saudi government is investing heavily in diversifying its economy, and the tech sector is only just now beginning to emerge. Channels of distribution. The harsh desert climate and the vastness of the country presents logistical travel challenges. However, e-commerce is booming because of the young, affluent population, although it is hard to transport goods across the country. The roadways are good, but the size is still an issue. The seaports are strategically located because of the country's strategic position at the center of the world stage. A little bit about their media. Television has an 84% reach, with the top stations being Al Arabiya, Al Ikhbariya, and Al Riyadiyya, which is a sports station. Radio, 5.1 million listeners. Top stations, NBC FM, Mix FM, and Saudi Radio. Radio listenership is low because podcasts are increasingly supplanting this form of media as the preferred format. Print, 44% reach, also pretty low. Top publications, Arab News, Asharq Al Awsat, and Al Riyadh. Other forms of media which are important are podcasts, which are increasingly popular with the younger generation and gradually replacing radio. And then we have OTT, which stands for over the top. These are streaming services such as Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime. And the younger population is also gravitating to this over traditional TV. Some key trends: high level of state control. Not only does Islam guide every aspect of public life, but the kingdom has a strong say in it as well. And they're not bound by a constitution. They have little controls in place and a lot of freedom to act over the government and the economy. The young population, which is also affluent, is disrupting old models of doing things. The population is very technologically literate, has a taste for nice things, and is fueling the e-commerce sector, but is also fueling the sports industry. And these are all part of Vision 2030. Thanks for your time, everyone. I will see you at the final presentation.